Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, May 16th, 2023, here at Forex Smart Trade. Our goal is to help you become a successful currency trader by teaching you how to trade with our proprietary trading indicators. Indicators have been around almost a quarter of a century and have proved to be very accurate. So with that, let's jump right in. We need to first listen to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trades, and they are multi-purposed. One is to have you learn a specific trade strategy. We have about a dozen, and the different traders who do the live trades have their own ones that they prefer. When we train you, we create a specific trade plan for you based around your availability to trade, your risk preferences, and how you like to trade. When you are a member, we do live trades every morning at 10 a.m. That tends to be a little scalp trade. And again, in the evening at 10 p.m., where we're trading the Asian and Australian markets. And then the key to continuous improvement is continuous training. So every Wednesday evening we have an advanced member meeting, and every Saturday morning we've kind of got a back to the basics session when the market's closed, where we're reviewing strategies and taking questions to help you improve your skills. I trade off of a little checklist. Checklist helps me make sure I don't miss any steps. First step is to restart green chart every morning. That clears out the memory and also picks up any updates. At the end of every day, it is good habit to review the trades you took the previous day, that you took that day, and see what didn't go well. We took a couple trades last night. We took one on using the 10-point signal on the AUD/JPY off the 1-hour chart. Took a little longer than I thought to close. We took 8 pips off of that. Because of the support and resistance, that closed okay. We also took a buy on the Euro USD, and we took a trade on the pound yen in my live account Oops, if you could mute yourself. I'm hearing a little noise in the background. Uh, um, uh, um, the error we made is something I should have picked up on. I ended up pulling the stop loss and hedging, and I took a good bit of the down move. And then as it started to come back up, I got out of it with a net positive. But our error here, which is kind of a rookie error, is we had a red flag on the pound. We like to trade around the news, so it probably shouldn't have taken that trade. That red flag caused the move to be off. It is still going up now, but that caused a big down move. So my bad on that. The trend is right, and I think we'll still see the up move. We'll look at it in just a second, but the signal is for a continued up move. So we need to pay attention to what the news items are, so that we don't have an open trade in a red event. Which gets to the third point, is to always check forexfactory.com to see what is coming up for news, so that we can trade around it. We're technical traders. People who trade on the news are fundamental traders. It is hard to predict the impact of what the news is going to be, what the news is, and how it's interpreted. And a lot of that is based on the deviation off of expectations. There are three categories: yellow, which is low impact, which we don't really worry about; orange, which is medium impact, which I don't really worry about; and red, which is high impact, which I do worry about, and I want to know where they are, and I want to trade around them. And my general rule of thumb is I want to be out of a trade 2 hours beforehand, because this information is pre-published. People know it beforehand, and it starts to leak out before the official release. And as it leaks out, it starts to cause movement. So this morning at 8:30 on the Canadian dollar, there's some consumer price index information. And then on the US dollar at 8:30, there's retail sales numbers. So we are going to skip any trades on the Canadian dollar and the US dollar. This Australian dollar at 9:30 tonight. Any trade we take would be done by 10 o'clock this morning. So with that, let's get into it, and we'll take a look. The trade I use is something called the 10-point signal. It's based on a 1 hour chart, or I use it off of a 1 hour chart. You can use it off of any time frame. I prefer the 1 hour chart because it is good for a trade for between 5 and 35 pips. It allows me to get in and out within 3 hours. And I am usually looking for about 11 pips. If I can do that 3 times a day, I am making pretty good money. And what the trade tries to do is it wants to see that all 3 sections of the chart agree. If I can get agreement on all 3 sections of the chart, that's a high probability that the trade's going to move in the direction I want. And I can get in and get out quickly. So with that, let's jump into it. The chart I am trading off of is the Light 6 Major, which is one of the standard charts. It is a composite chart. On this, it is showing us 6 different currency pairs, all U.S. based, and I start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. Red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is what we call the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. When the market's overbought, that is a good time to sell. When the market is oversold, that's a good time to buy. And the specific time to buy and sell is when we are overbought. I'm looking for all the lines to be pointing down. And likewise, when the market's oversold, I'm looking for all the lines to be pointed up. So, for example, back here 3 hours ago, all the lines are pointed up. And we got a nice run up as it went through the channel of was worth 16 pips. So that's what I want to get. Can I get 16 pips if we're overbought and I take a buy? Yes, you can. But this is a higher probability trade. When it's overbought, I don't know how much more up in the movement there is. When it's oversold, it's going to go up eventually. So this is what I'm looking for. So here on the Australian US dollar, we're overbought. Minors are coming down, but the majors are really more sideways. So the trade isn't good here. I want these lines going down steeper, and I want the red line to have crossed over the green line, which I don't have. Euro USD overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are sideways. So I don't have it there yet. Pound USD overbought. Minors are kind of coming down, a little bit sideways. Majors are still going up. So nothing there. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Oversold. Everybody's going up. I have the double cross where the green line is crossed over, the gray line's crossed over. So I've got 3 points here. That's what I'm looking for. When I have 3 points, I'm going to jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting what I see up here, or what I see here, which is a buy. So the 2 orange lines are going up, saying buy. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue comes down, like the dotted blue is here, that means buy. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy. I want to have a minimum of 3 of the 4 telling me buy. So I have that on both. So I've got 3 here, and then I'm going to go down to the pressure. And I want the pressure lines going up, or I want the green line over the red line. So right now I've got sideways pressure. Sideways pressure, green line is horizontal sideways. It might even be kicked up a little bit, but the red line's on top. Up pressure would be both of these lines going up. This is weak. What makes it weak sideways pressure is the big gap in the slope of the lines. Now the green line is going up a little bit, but the red line is going down. So get sideways. So I don't have the pressure in agreement. So we're going to pass. Dollar Swiss franc oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. So 3 points here. Green line is just about entering the channel, which I like. I'm not as crazy about taking a trade when we're down here. When the slope isn't as good, and it's far away from this line. And when it's far away from this line, it can hang out down here for a while. Since I want to get in and out, I want to wait till it's about ready to enter the channel. So 3 points here, 3 points here. And again, like the US Canadian dollar, I've got clear down pressure with the red on top. The lines are converging, getting closer together, and the green line is about to cross, but it hasn't crossed. So I don't like to anticipate what the lines are going to do. I want to wait for them to do it. Again, I want to take as much risk out of it as I can, and I only need a couple trades. So just, knowing what I'm looking for and wanting to wait till I see it. US yen oversold, minors going up, majors sideways, so nothing there. So I've cloned this chart, and I've got and replaced the pairs with non-US pairs. So here, Euro Canadian dollar oversold, major still going down. Australian dollar yen. We're in the middle of the channel, and it's starting to turn. Actually, just real interesting. Let's just go back and take a look at. Let's take a look at. Since we traded this last night, and what stopped our trade, or what laid our trade out, was that we were hitting a resistance line. So we took the trade. We took the trade here, and we took it to about here. So it came down. It kind of hit. It peaked over, came back up, then broke through, came down to the next resistance line, went back up, then came down and broke through this next resistance line. So you can see from last night, the constraint was this line. So we limited it to 8 pips, and it allowed us to get in and get out. Little aside there. So let's go back. Euro Canadian dollar. We're in the channel. We're more than halfway. I don't like to really take trades when they're more than halfway. The sometimes that I do is on the Euro US, because I trade that frequently. So if I were to see this, now here, I don't like it that the miners have turned. But if I were to see this, I would then go to, I would look at the 2 and the 4 hour chart. And if the 2 and the 4 hour chart were oversold and just entering the channel, I might go ahead and take the trade, even though the 1 hour is more than halfway. I then switch my focus to a 2 hour chart and see if I could get the rest of that move. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar oversold, going down. And, here's an example of, it turned in the channel, and it was worth, oops, come on. It turned in the channel, and it was worth 12 pips. So, is it doable? What you've got to do is determine what your comfort level is with taking a trade like that. With mine, I'd rather pass on a trade and take fewer trades that have a higher chance of doing what I want. Pound yen, we're just reaching overbought. Major's still going up. Euro Australian dollar, we turned in the middle of the channel. So I don't like that. Let's go to a Canadian, third set of charts. Canadian dollar, yen. Again, it turned in the channel. This might be due to the news starting to come up on the Canadian dollar. Because it's more than halfway, we're going to pass. Euro New Zealand dollar. Miners are oversold, still going down or starting to turn. Majors are starting to turn. We don't have the double cross on either, so we'll pass. Pound New Zealand dollar, approaching overbought. Miners are starting to turn. Majors still going up. New Zealand dollar, yen. We've reached overbought. Both are starting to turn, but nothing there yet. New Zealand dollar, USD, overbought. both are coming down. I've got the double cross here just barely with the red line crossing over. Two orange lines coming down, dotted blue going up, so 3 of the 4 here, but we've got sideways pressure. Green line is up, red line is down, and the green is on top. I want the red on top. Now, even if we had the pressure here, we're not going to trade this because we've got news coming up at 8:30. But what I want to do is show you what the signals look like when there is no news. Euro Swiss franc, oversold. Everybody's going up. We got the double cross. Green line, the majors have entered the channel. I don't mind that the minors have gone halfway. The majors are less than halfway. And we've got nice steepness on the green line. It is, maybe, what is that, 75 degrees. And we're going from a slope of less steep to more steep. So I like this signal a lot. 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines going down. So all 4 are telling me buy. And I've got down pressure where the green has crossed over. So we've got all the elements that we're looking for. Euro, Swiss franc. So when I see everything that I want, I then want to confirm the setup. And I'm going to confirm the setup by looking at a 2 and a 4 hour chart. So let's do that. Euro, Swiss franc. And what I want, ideally what I want is I want the majors to be oversold on both the 2 and the 4 hour chart. And my thinking here is that when these 2 are oversold, if for some reason this weakens, we will still get the trade. We'll still get the trade because it'll just take longer to happen. On a 1 hour chart, it's going to take 1 to 3 hours for it to make this move through the channel. On a 2 hour chart, it's going to take 2 to 6 hours for it to make the move through the channel. The minors were oversold here, but the majors didn't quite make it. Green line has turned and going up. And the same here. Green line is turned and going up. I don't know if I like that enough. Let's take a look at one more thing before we decide to pass on this. I like to look at a clear chart. So we are going to go to Euro, Swiss franc. And here, I want to just see what the candles are doing, what the trend is. So we're trading into a downtrend with a buy trade. So when I'm trading against the trend, I'm going to take less pips on the buy than I am if I'm trading with the trend. And let's just see where the support and resistance are. Yeah, it's a big downtrend. So support and resistance are spots where the lines seem to naturally stop. Or the candles seem to naturally stop, and that's going to become my So the lines seem to stop here and here. On a 1 hour chart, these lines tend to be about 30, 40 pips apart. So I am looking for spots. Oops, catch it. So 97, 40 to 97. Can't quite see. So it stopped in here, kind of stopped in here. Let's open this back up so we can see it a little bit better. So 97.19 to 97.40. That's about 20 pips. So you can see, I want to know where these lines are because I want to trade within these lines because I don't want it to run up and then stop. So if I were to try to take a take profit up here, you'd see I have to wait a while for it to break through. I want to work within what the market is giving me. So, and what do we have? So we get 11 pips till we hit up here, and about 10 pips down, 9 pips down. Let's go back and take a look. Oops, I didn't save that. I'm going to say that pretty different than what we looked at. Euro CHF. Let's save this. I like the steep. Now I'm thinking about it. I like the steepness of the green line here. Even though we're not entirely oversold on the 2 and the 4 hour, I like that this is going up and this is going up. So we're going to go ahead and take a 10 pip buy on the Euro Swiss franc, a 10 pip buy on the Euro Swiss franc. So you can take that in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader, we're going to open up the Euro Swiss franc. So I'm going to go to new chart, and it'll probably be in this third group, Euro Swiss franc. I want to make sure I'm looking at the same thing. And I'm going to click new order. This account has, let's take a look. This account has $9,400 in it. This is a demo account. I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots. So I am going to take a lot size of 0.94. I could take anywhere from half of this to double this. But if I take this size, I can have 2 open trades. So I'm going to click market buy. It records the trade. I'm going to go down to it, right click on it, go to modify. And we said we were going to take 10 pips. 10 pips is 100 points. If I click the green or the blue copy as button, it does the math for me. If we're going to take 100 pips right now, we're going to use a 3-to-1. So that's 30 pips. The 30 pips is 300 points. And then click modify. And I want to see where our stop loss is and take profit. And I also am going to just go back real quick to look at our clean chart because I want to see, I want to just confirm with our resistance level. So let's go back here. So this is at 97,408. And where did we end up? We ended up at 97,404. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Modify 97. I'm going to bring just the 97 even. I want to stay a little bit inside that line. All right, so we took a buy on the Euro Swiss franc with a take profit of 0.97400 and a stop loss of 0.97015. So a buy on the Euro Swiss franc, take profit of 0.97400, stop loss of 0.97015. All right, gang, thanks so much for joining me this morning. It is an honor to have you all get up so early to spend some time with me here at Forex Smart Trade. We can make you an excellent trader. If you'd like to speak to me, best way is to set up an appointment. And you can do that at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. Look for my afternoon trade setups. I send them out a little bit after 4. And we will see you again on Thursday morning. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.